LTE internet. You're on the move. Enter the era of possibilities where you can store and access big files in seconds from anywhere. You can even watch that concert in a taxi. Enter an era where you can catch that shot as it happens, even at a Quanjula, with Orange 4G LTE internet that is as fast as light and that never drops, even when you're on the move. Buy a 4G LTE smart device from any Orange shop today. Everywhere changes with Orange. Today changes with Orange.
So how much of that imperial... Welcome back. It is Issues at Hand here at WBS TV. Peter Kivazo with two delegates of the peace, two of the peace delegates from the M23 in Kampala to discuss with the side of the Kinshasa government. By the way, they have offices and ministries that they govern. One is in charge of communication. Dr. Oscar, yours was?
Environment and tourism.
You have already created a government?
No, it's not a government. We try to organize the space we are controlling, the zone we are controlling.
We get back to the real issues. Is the Congo too big to be governed in Kinshasa? Lawrence?
Yeah, I would say something. It's not a question of being big. We've got so many big countries in Africa which are governed properly. It's a question of leadership. Leadership and a political willingness. Those people that sit in Kinshasa are not willing to help things in working at the Congo. We are fighting now in the east of Congo. People are saying, yeah, you are fighting in the east of Congo, you want to balkanize the country, things like that. But in fact, there's so many problems that on the other side of Congo, in the west, central where I'm from, or south. There's so many problems. There's so many killings in the province of Bakongo. They killed so many people there, Bundu dia Congo. Nobody said anything about it. A lot of massacre happened there. Go to Kasai. There's no school, there's no hospital. Come to Kinshasa himself, a capital. A child have to take 2 days, a turn day to eat. Today is the parent's day to eat, tomorrow is the grown-up to eat, and the next day is going to be a child of 5 or 6 years old, the time of him to eat. Here I've seen people in Kampala eating, they solve the problem of food. But in Congo, big as it is, we still have a problem for food. There's no school, there's no hospital. So don't look only eastern part of Congo. It take countries that are surrounding us as scapegoat, because M23 become like kind of a scapegoat to say, like, okay, it's Rwanda, Uganda. Go to the west. Take your time, go have a look. You see the more problem over there, they are in the east. We are fighting for our people to come back home. We need security, but go over there. Even malaria, okay, I know malaria is big.
I'll pause you here. The problems you're enumerating, unfortunately, are not new. From the colonial period, when the Congo was actually, quote unquote, an estate of leopard, as it were, and later passed on to Belgium. I mean, he looted it as a personal estate. Passing it on to Lumumba and subsequently to Mobutu. We have had the same scenario.
No, I'll tell you no. No, I'll tell you no. Why? Let me explain to you.
Mobutu never got
No, let me tell you something.
Did he?
No, let me tell you. Before we get to Mobutu, Leopold had Congo as is. Until independence came in, Congo was still good. There was no hunger as is today. And Mobutu in 1973,
possibly not by default.
No, let me tell you really, this is a serious problem. I'm telling you not because I want to tell you bunkers or tell you some stories. I'm telling you the true fact. You go to 73 is where Mobutu did his organizations to change private companies or foreign companies becoming Congolese, try to integrate things. So things started to go a bit sour at that time. But at least in Mobutu time, I'll be honest to you, there were no problem we're having today. Security-wise, Mobutu at least managed. We didn't have killings like we go today. Everywhere they're killing people. I know Mobutu was no good. It was a dictator.
Well, Mobutu didn't have M23 fighting him.
No, the M23 came after Mobutu.
Yes, he did have an M23 fighting him. But possibly if he did, it would have been worse.
No. What I'm telling you seriously, that time, if Mobutu closed that door at the time of 1994, because the French asked Mobutu to open the door. It's them who asked Mobutu to open the door to his allies, FDLR, to come in. When they opened the door, they came in. Everybody saw the film. The way they came in with the ammunition and everything. So those things, if they never happened, we could have been peace in the eastern part of Congo.
I'll pause you there. Oscar, your heart of hearts, do we need, as a region, as a people, as Africans, to do what happened in the south of Sudan to the Congo?
No need.
Do you think you've arrived at a point of no return, and therefore the east of the Congo should govern itself?
No need of that. What we need is that Congo, entire Congo, be governed. It can be from Kinshasa, no problem.
You have tried, it hasn't happened.
No, it's like said my colleague, it's a problem of leadership. Because in 2006, we voted a new constitution. From the transition period, we voted a new constitution which said that Congo, on Article 2, that Congo should be decentralized. And from 11 provinces, we should create 26 provinces. You see, decentralization helps in governing.
Possibly.
Yes, in local governance. That was the aim. But till now, 7 years, 7 to 8 years later.
Dr. Oscar, in pure governance terms, do you think that you shouldn't you leap actually to the next stage instead of decentralization? Because decentralization is delegation of powers from the center to the particular regions, which can even be recalled.
Yes. Shouldn't
you actually, in thinking the whole country, the Congo, be thinking of federal states within the Congo that will come together to share power, not be delegated to? Shouldn't the Congo be thinking of federalism?
For sure, in M23, that's our vision. But, you know, the Congolese government up to now has managed to blacklist, to tarnish M23 through all medias.
But we're being fair, they have offered you opportunity to talk. How many governments comfortably sit with a rebel group and talk to them?
On which price? We start claiming from say June 2009 until we took arms, until our soldiers midnight in April 2012. You see, until we fought and took Runyoni and took Bunagana and took Ruchuru and took Kiwanja and took Goma.
And they said that with the help of other armies.
The capital.
They said that with the help of
the
other
provincial
armies
capital
that are hosting you.
No, until we took Goma, then they accepted for the negotiation. They accepted talks here in Kampala. We withdrew from Goma.
In which talks you sat and previously withdrew from? The government came to Kampala. Yes. They sat with you.
Yes.
And before you could arrive at a position, you withdrew out of the talks.
No, it's not us. Our team has been here since December last year. They've been here, stranded here, and government delegation left the talks. They arrived only yesterday evening. Under
which condition? You still recall the condition? The condition was, we are willing to talk to the M23.
Yes.
Provided they disarm.
Yes. Even now, we said we are ready to disarm on conditions.
You haven't disarmed.
No,
so even as we start, we are actually starting a nullity, aren't we?
No.
Yes, Lawrence.
I'll tell you something, really. I'll emphasize this again. Once again, I'll tell you.
Hold on. Viewers, you're able to join into the show. Put in your question.